All right, welcome back to the kitchen here with Dr. Elizabeth Hall, registered dietitian from Food City. We're continuing our talk about the Mediterranean food lifestyle, and we did that beautiful hummus. The hummus looks delicious out there. You got a little salad going on here, a little pasta salad.
Yes, you know, we talked about plant-based options, you know, plant-based proteins, your whole grains, your fruits, your vegetables, your nuts and seeds, and this recipe goes great with different types of proteins too, because they also eat a lot of, you know, seafood, such as your fatty fish like salmon. I also have some shrimp on top of this recipe. It's up here at the front here. So this is a Mediterranean kind of pasta salad using orzo and just whatever vegetables you have on hand. Of course, a lot of times we think of Mediterranean lifestyle as, you know, cucumber and peppers and, you know, your onion and things like that. I happen to have some asparagus at home, so I used that. So if you have some leftovers, you know, roasted vegetables.
Great way to clean out those before they go bad. You want to use them.
Exactly. We want to avoid food waste, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So this recipe also utilizes olive oil, and I know I added that into our hummus recipe too, but olive oil and our other nuts and seeds, they're also high in monounsaturated fat, which is similar to the polyunsaturated fats that's found in, like, those omega-3s found in the fatty fish that we talked about, but a little bit different. The structure is a little bit different. So you're wanting to get some of those monounsaturated fats in your oils, your nuts and seeds, but also those polyunsaturated fats which are found in those fatty fish. So we're kind of pairing both of them in this recipe.
So let's put this together.
Yes, so I'm just adding a little bit of olive oil here, and you'll notice it's similar to what we did before. Olive oil, lemon juice, a little salt and pepper, and that's it. It's super easy. And then I already had all my vegetables cut up. You're just going to add that in, and I also have some olives there. I know we were talking about that.
We both love olives.
We do, and you're getting monounsaturated fats in there too, so you're also getting some goodness. You know, some other proteins you could add on top of this. You know, you could add some chicken or something like that. Mostly in the Mediterranean lifestyle, you know, it's higher in your seafood or your other lean proteins like poultry. A little bit lower in red meat.
Is that cucumber
This
or
is
zucchini?
Cucumber, yes. But zucchini would be delicious in this too. So it's usually lower in your red meats and higher in some of those leaner proteins, but that doesn't mean you can't eat some red meats. You know, it's all about moderation and balance. And there you go. Look how delicious that looks. You can add a little bit of Italian seasoning if you'd like, a little salt and pepper, like I said, and that's good to go.
All right. Well, we're going to come back here in just a few moments. I promise I'll do some tasting on this in between, but if you want to talk about anything you see on the table here or any of the recipes we're talking about today, a good resource is to check out foodcity.com.